Hi, my name is Tiegan Scott. I'm straight out of Fight Factory. I'm a 17-year-old wrestler and I just won the championship in my first match.
So Nightshade doesn't need an introduction. I am the deadly Nightshade. I take no prisoners whatsoever, and everybody should already know of me because let's be honest, I am Nightshade.
Nightshade this Sunday is scary. It's frightening. I've watched her matches, I've watched her work. She is, I'm going to say, incredible as well as deadly as she seems.
I am deserving of that championship, and I'll fight whoever it takes for me to get that championship. And tonight, against Tiegan Scott, I am going to take what is mine, and I'm going to make her wish she never stepped foot in the ring with Nightshade.
Everyone doubts people. You can't imagine how many people I've had doubt in me in my life, but I've bounced back from that, so I can bounce back from this.
Tiegan, you bring your all to this match because you are going to need it. I am nobody to mess with, and I'll be taking your championship. So I hope you've enjoyed it for the short time that you've had it, because you will never, ever get it again.
She's been put down a lot since then. And I do think she would disrespect me, and I think she will, and I think she'll take as much control and try her best to defeat me in as many different ways as possible, as I've seen. In my heart, I know I'll fight for it, and I'll fight against it, and I'll fight to uphold this.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for tonight's Women's Championship contest. And here is the challenger. It is Nightshade. And Nightshade, this is definitely not her first time at Fight Factory. In fact, cast your mind back to Body Slams to Cancer, where she was the guest referee in that championship contest between Annie Mae Richards and Violet O'Hara. And in that contest, well, it's fair to say she had other plans than calling it straight down the middle. But let's also not forget, this will not be her first attempt at the FFW Women's Championship. Remember, all the way back to Vendetta, it was Annie Mae Richards, it was Nightshade, and it was, at that time, the defending champion, Leah Hart, in that triple threat contest. And it was indeed Annie Mae Richards that pinned Nightshade to obtain the Women's Championship on that occasion. Knowing all that, you've got to believe that Nightshade tonight has got to feel good about this opportunity. She made a statement at Body Slams, and now she's got that opportunity tonight against Tiegan Scott. Tiegan Scott, the 17-year-old wonder at the LFFW Academy, winning that Women's Championship on her first match. It was only meant to be a tag match at 12 Hours of Christmas, but we all know what happened when Shane Manson involved himself and turned it almost into a fatal four-way with tag rules. And out of that, Tiegan Scott, the unlikely champion, if you will, getting the pin on Desiree. Annie Mae Richards not involved in the decision, and because of that, she won on her first outing the Fight Factory Wrestling Women's Championship. And now it has to be said, the hard work really does start, as now she really has got to prove herself, and tonight, prove herself she will do if she manages to come out of this matchup with Nightshade, still FFW Women's Champion. Tell you what, even with a task at hand, Tiegan Scott still with a smile on her face.
Ladies and gentlemen,
is tonight going to be her night?
And her opponent, she hails from North.
What on earth is going on? Well, the video screen is playing Anime's entrance video, but different music, and there she is. That's Anime Richards, and well, the question needs to be asked: what is she doing out here? I mean, we saw how she snapped at 12 bouts of Christmas after losing that championship without being involved in the decision, and well, is this kind of reinforcing the new side of Anime Richards? As there, she snatches the belt off of the ring apron. Seriously though, what on earth is Anime Richards playing at? Now she's entering the ring with the belt. There's got to be management somewhere. This is supposed to be a championship matchup between Nightshade and Tiegan Scott.
Now, I don't know what's going on because I have a rematch that needs cashing in. Because I'm sorry, I'm not letting some little cheater get away with my belt. And you? If you want this, the only way you are getting this is if it's back in my hands. If it's from her, I'll come after you, then I'll come after you again. So, I want my match now.
Anime Richards are demanding her rematch clause is cashed in now. And normally that would be the case. However, Nightshade was signed for a championship matchup at this event prior to 12 bouts. So who could have foreseen that Tiegan Scott would have been walking out with the championship?
Okay, ladies, I'm not having you argue and ruin the show, so let's remember who's in charge here, not you. Never have been, shush your mouth. Never have been, never will. So, it's not a triple threat. Let's tag it up. Violet?
Well, so much for the championship matchup. This is now turned into a tag team contest.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the Pocket Rockets, Violet O'Hara!
And there, from Sheffield, Violet O'Hara, the former best friend of Anime Richards. And now it's going to be a tag team contest, if you can believe that. It's going to be Nightshade and Anime Richards against the team of Tiegan Scott and Violet O'Hara. It certainly is going to be an interesting tag team contest. And I'll tell you one thing as well, you've got to wonder, really, if Nightshade and Anime Richards are really going to get along as a team. I mean, just think, there was only a few moments ago that Anime Richards, in no uncertain terms, told Nightshade that if she wanted the championship, she's got to go through her. So, can that team really get along? My money is more on Tiegan Scott and Violet O'Hara being more of a team in this contest. Nightshade there. Fully expecting a championship matchup here tonight at Overdrive. And like I said, those plans have pretty much been scuppered now, as it's now tag team action. And the championship is not on the line. Tiegan Scott's got to watch out for Anime Richards. She's been psychotic ever since losing that championship at 12 bouts of Christmas and really just want to take it out on Tiegan at any moment if possible. Right, lock up now. Tiegan taking the wrist. Nightshade looking for the escape, managing to reverse there, and look at putting the pressure on not just the wrist, but the whole arm there. She rings that arm. Tiegan Scott's now looking for the escape, rolls through, rolls back, using the momentum now, reverses the wrist lock and back into one of her own. Tentative feeling out process at the beginning of this matchup. Nightshade now, again, roll through, reversal of her own, the exact same, and again, she rings her arm, so it's not just pressure on the wrist, it's more pressure on the entire arm and the shoulder, as now Nightshade takes it into a hamlock, and Anime Richards there just... I did mention about the team element, and it has to be said, I don't think Anime Richards really cares that much about Nightshade. Tiegan Scott finds the reversals again herself into a side headlock control standing. And Nightshade now with the elbows, looking to break that headlock. And cinches up Tiegan and goes back again into her own side headlock control standard. Tiegan now sending Nightshade off the ropes, but Nightshade there, a big shoulder check. And taking down Tiegan Scott. The ropes. But look at that clothesline by Tiegan out of pretty much nowhere there. And sit down drop kick. And Tiegan getting a little bit of a wind here. And look at that big splash in the corner. And that's number 2. But Tiegan there, not realising her ring position. Like I said earlier on, Anime not for a care there. Just grabbing Tiegan by the hair, pulling her down. And now Violet trying to deal with Anime Richards. The referee, Jeff the ref, is admonishing Violet O'Hara there. And now double team, Nightshade and Anime Richards with a double suplex. Referee turning around there, seeing both in the ring, telling one to get out. Accepting the fact that Anime Richards might have tagged in. And now Anime Richards is in the ring and starting to taunt the champion. And completely disrespecting Tiegan Scott. And look at that foot on the throat there of Tiegan Scott, and just without a care for the rules. And now Violet trying to get the crowd alive, trying to give Tiegan something to feed off of. As there, Anime Richards hits that sit-out facebuster. We see that all too often for her. This could be it, 2, but no. Violet breaks up the pin attempt. Anime dragging Tiegan back into the middle of the ring. And now locking that foot. Look at that, almost like a bow and arrow, if you like. Just bending the back of Tiegan. Anime Richards really taking her time, just looking to inflict punishment to Tiegan Scott, making her rue the day, if you will, that she took that title away from Anime Richards. Sends it to the corner, and big follow through there, a big knee lift. Off again, a second big knee lift there, straight into the stomach of Tiegan Scott. And now, suplex, centre of the ring. Anime Richards with the bridge, 2, only gets a 2 count. And you hear that there, Anime Richards just saying to Nightshade, do you want to go? Almost like not even respecting Tiegan Scott as a competitor, not even treating her like a threat. As there, Anime Richards keeps her in the corner, and Nightshade, huge splash. Tiegan Scott unable to move out the way, being pinned there by Anime Richards. Now, headmare over, Nightshade now taking command of Tiegan Scott. And look, listen, big kick to the back of the head of Tiegan Scott. Cover, hook of the leg, only a 2 count though for Nightshade. And again, you can hear in the background there, Violet O'Hara trying to get the crowd again, give Tiegan again something to feed off as there. Nightshade choking Tiegan Scott over that centre rope, that middle rope. And just look at that. Anime Rich is just toying with Tiegan on the outside there, taunting her. Now, Nightshade whips Tiegan Scott into the corner. Follows through, big shoulder barge there by Nightshade in the corner. Just taking her time though, taunting the crowd. Oh, big shot there by Nightshade. Again, not really showing respect for the referee's count there. Nightshade cinching up Tiegan. Fisherman suplex. Hook of the bridge. 2. Only a 2 though for Nightshade. Nightshade though stomping Tiegan Scott, keeping on top of her. Nightshade keeping on top of Tiegan, but look at that in the background there though. Violet desperate to get involved in this matchup, desperate for Tiegan to make the tag as Nightshade is taunting Violet now with the tag. Tiegan trying to find a way back up still in that side headlock control, and Nightshade's working a way out with elbows, trying to elbow a way out. Breaking the headlock enough now, getting a head of steam off the ropes and hitting Nightshade there with a clothesline. Quick cover, but not even a 2 count. As Nightshade back on task, just fists and forearms at Tiegan on the floor, keeping on top. And Violet there desperately trying to get the crowd giving again Tiegan something to work off of. Look at that though, small package, 2. Only gets a 2 though. And again, Nightshade on top. I'll tell you something, Tiegan Scott has been in that ring for an awful long time and taken a hell of a lot of abuse from both Nightshade and Anime Richards. Now the tag to Anime back in the ring, looking to whip Tiegan into her own corner. I'm not quite sure how smart that was. And now, finally, Tiegan managing to make the tag to Violet O'Hara. And now with the double team, double arm ringer, trips up Anime Richards, both off for the ropes. Double attack. Violet, hook of the leg, 2 count only for Violet. Now Violet sent Anime off the ropes. Double-handed strike there by Violet. Cover, 2, lateral press, only a 2 though. Violet there measuring Anime Richards, and there drop kick to the knee, taking Annie down. And there's a short bulldog there by Violet O'Hara, and somersault bulldog there by Violet O'Hara again. Lateral press, can it be it? No. Anime Richards managing to kick out, and Nightshade there just ensuring the pin did not happen. Violet keeping on top of Annie with strikes, with that forearm there by Violet O'Hara. That kind of woke Anime Richards up as there, forearm strike back. And we've seen this before. Taunting each other with strikes. But grabbing the hair, and Anime there just throwing the head of Violet O'Hara straight into the canvas. And now Anime still with the hair, and there, split leg face buster straight into the canvas. And Anime there, can't quite tell if she was going for the pin attempt there, the way she went over. Took the referee a few moments to realise she was actually going for a pin attempt and not taunting. Violet, as there, Anime, attention of the referee, from behind, Violet goes for a roll-up, but only gets a 1 count. And now Anime, again, striking Violet, and back again, strike upon strike. Seeing who can hit the harder. Forearms. Clubbing blow again there by Violet O'Hara. Just slugging it out. But look at that kick. Not quite sure what Anime had in mind there, as both off the ropes, ducks under the clothesline. And look at that, both with the hair slamming the face of one another directly into the canvas. Both Anime and Violet O'Hara are down. Tiegan Scott has got her second win, looking for the tag. Nightshade desperate to get back involved in the matchup herself. As both Annie Mae and Violet Hart crawling to their respective corners. There, the tag to Tiegan Scott, the tag to Nightshade. Tiegan Scott back in, clotheslines. Back elbow there by Tiegan. Really trying to clean house here as Tiegan there with the flying kick to Nightshade. And Tiegan measuring Nightshade, goes for it, Code of Honor and Nightshade. This is how she won the championship, hook of the leg, cover two, but no, Annie Mae Richards right in front of the referee, breaks the almost certain 3 count. And now, a scrapping on the outside, Annie Mae Richards and Violet Hart. The referee's had enough and is called for the bell. And now on the outside, Nightshade attacking Tiegan Scott. And
This match as a result of the disqualification, Violet and Tiegan Scott.
well, it was going to be a disqualification in Tiegan's favour after Annie Mae Richards just broke up the certain pinfall. But look at this on the outside, Annie Mae Richards just doesn't care. Nightshade saying what the hell, but Annie Mae Richards just saying I'm making a statement. And I'll tell you something as well, this new attitude from Annie Mae Richards just stinks. Look at that, just not a care for anybody. God knows what's going through her mind. I'm certain Miss Rebecca's wondering the exact same thing as well. Annie Mae Richards really has lost it here at Overdrive once again. And just throwing the belt there at Tiegan. That rematch is certainly going to be interesting when it happens.